Ideas are made, great practices and relationships must be implemented. Within this video, I am going to reflect on how I wish to develop the most effective and collaborative workplace for my team, and if I'm going to continue this format. Firstly, I want to create a really collaborative work environment that encourages all voices to be heard and that's very equal. This approach is impacted by my self-transcendence value approach of equality and fairness. Traditional advertising agencies use a bureaucratic management style that is a centralized approach to management, meaning there's high levels of control over team and a real strict role division. Gonens and his findings support this notion that traditional styles of management limit collaboration and creativity and suggest a non-bureaucratic approach. The knowledge and creative-driven industries such as advertising really thrives on trusted freedom and these styles. So I developed a project structure, meaning that everyone works on the project collectively instead of their individual departments. This approach has suggested to boost synergy and workflow, and of course creativity, as analysed by Chris Harkley. So let's see how I implemented it. As part of the team timeline, I really wanted to ensure that every department had input into the ideas and was part of the approval process. This means that nothing is completely finalised until every single person in the team approves on it, no matter what department it is. This just as seen as in our team guidelines. I found this really helpful as it allowed team members to be on the same page so they know what's happening in other departments and how that impacts them, and also that they feel included in the campaign and that it really sparks their creativity. Within our group structure, there's this strong emphasis that every single group member is equal and voices their opinions, so this really creates a nice cohesive work environment. According to Skilton and Dooley and their work on the effects of repeated collaboration, having an open collaboration between departments allows teams to engage in high levels of idea generation, constructive conflict, and makes a clearer decision-making process. You can really see this at work in our weekly team meetings. For example, in week 4, we weren't sure who we wanted to target. Our team was split, with one half wanting to look at 18 to 25-year-olds, the other half wanting to look at 25 to 35. So as the account manager, I didn't want to make the defining decision myself. I wanted the team to kind of work it out together so we knew who was best. So I set off to all the people who wanted to target 18 to 25, research that. All the people who wanted to target 25 to 35, research that. Come back in week 5 and pitch our ideas and research. Look for this win-win solution to ensure that everyone's opinions was voiced and that we were also targeting the perfect people. By the end of the meeting in week 5, we'd collected all of our information, discussed it collectively, and worked through this little minor conflict. Target market of 18 to 25-year-olds. This success reinforces Evan and Skilty and even Dooley's work on the collaboration and inclusion of team in productivity. I found that the most important feedback is given within our team meetings face-to-face, so this ensures every team member's values are heard and really works well in a good discussion. Every team member is encouraged to pitch their own feedback with each pitch, and no matter what the department, always have a bit of a say. When team members' voices are heard and valued, that improves their productivity and performance. So this project approach really ensures all team members have this equal input and share of their knowledge, according to Start and Kenny. So, what things do I feel like I need to improve on so far? I found that, like I've been saying, that the in-person meetings that I've set up have been really good and very effective, more effective than online ones in previous assignments, as this enables a stronger collaboration and discussion. We're coming up with really great ideas together, and it really assists in kind of monitoring any minor conflicts and resolving them in person at first point of call. However, I've never really led a group assignment myself and normally been quite quiet, so I find that there's a stronger sense of direction I need to have, and I need to be more accountable for tasks to be complete, and I need to remind everyone about that. So I'm going to do that by doing agenda documents for our WIPs, setting up what's going to happen in the meeting before it happens and about a day before, and then a post-wrap after the meeting to say what we've achieved. I have found our timeline has actually been very helpful. It's a very strict timeline and that has set us back in a little bit. I didn't account for our planners needing an additional week for their research. However, apart from that, which I probably should have been a little bit better with, I do find the timelines quite good. Everyone else is really ahead of schedule and we're all just waiting for all the research to be finalised to then go into the creative process. So that's really worked out really well for me. Another good thing is I found that we've got a really good online system going with shared documents, making sure everyone's on track together, and we have a really nice master doc going so we can do our pitch. It's all ready to go. However, I feel like I personally need to work closer with my group partner to make sure that our sections are more cohesive and more on track together, because I'm always missing sections and he's missing sections. So we're going to set aside time together to kind of work on the projects without our other team members that we don't need. However, as a whole, I'm really excited about how well our team is interacting, how well everyone gets along with each other, and all the work that we've been putting out, and I'm quite proud of it. Very excited for the next stages of ad campaigns to see what else happens and how we go with our creative process.